Hey friends, guess what? We're in the kitchen today, and that's because we are making a sweet treat to give to our neighbors. Take a look. So for our Sunday school lesson this week, we talked about how Jesus told us that we were to love our neighbors. And I know that you know from previous times that we've talked about this, that loving your neighbor means somebody near, somebody far, somebody you know, somebody you don't know, somebody you like, and yes, even somebody that you don't so much like. We don't get away with not being loving to those people. But whoever our neighbor is, we'd like to do something to show them that we love them. Well, one of the activities in our Sunday school lesson this week was perhaps we could make a canister of soup or a big mason jar of a soup mix that you could give to somebody, and they could just add water and boil it and have soup to have for dinner or for lunch. That would be a great gift to give to a neighbor. Well, to go along with our soup, I thought we would make a fun cookie that we could also give to them. And the bonus is that it's really, really fun to decorate. It's really easy, great for kids to do and adults to do because it's so much fun, and anybody will enjoy eating it. So let me show you what we need for our cookies. Okay, here are the ingredients I have together. First, I have some sugar cookies, and I'm going to link for you my favorite sugar cookie recipe down below in the description, but any sugar cookie works. You could buy them, you could buy the pre-made dough, you could do your own homemade, whatever. This is buttercream frosting that's also in that recipe, but you could also do just a basic powdered sugar and some milk and some vanilla glaze. That would work. It doesn't matter. Your frosting is there, one, to taste good and also to act like your glue. And then to decorate our cookies, I have a few things gathered here. I have some mini chocolate chips. You could also use the full-size ones, but for what we're doing, I think the minis work better. I have some marshmallows, and this is the regular full size. I have some fruit roll-ups or fruit by the foot. Either way works. And I have some pretzel sticks, and we want them to be in these little sticks. So we are going to make melted snowman cookies. So we're going to use the mini chocolate chips to be the snowman's eyes and mouth and buttons. So it sort of looks like little pieces of coal or rocks like we used to use when we were kids. You could use something else like mini M&Ms or other little candies if you want, and you could find something to be a little red carrot nose, whether it's fondant or you wanted to cut out a little piece of the fruit roll-up, or even if you had sprinkles that were an orange color, you could take one little sprinkle and put that on for the nose. But you'll notice that we're using our icing as our glue to make it stick to the marshmallow. Kate is sort of dipping it into a little bit of icing on the back of the spoon. The other method is to spread just a thin layer of icing on that one side of the marshmallow and then stick them on from there. It'll dry, you won't even be able to see it. Of course, what's a melted snowman without some melted snow? So we need to cover our cookie with some of our icing to look like melted snow. This is where you can let your kids really go to town because it doesn't matter if it's messy. In fact, the messier, the better. I made my cookies round, but you could even have them in a haphazard, weird puddle type shape. And that would make that icing look even more like a puddle of melted snow. And I'm suggesting to Kate that she put her head of her snowman kind of at the side of the snowman, but you could do it in the middle too. She's just wanting to add some more decoration, so we're going to leave a little space for that. Now she's taking one of our pretzel sticks that she's broken in half, and she's put it on there, and that looks kind of like sticks that you would stick in for the snowman's arms, but of course now they're on the ground because he's all melted. And she's cutting a piece of that fruit by the foot or fruit roll-up to be his scarf. Her scarf ended up a little bit short. One of our scarves ended up a little long. It's okay, whatever you want to do is fine. One of our grown-ups got very creative and even cut fringe in the ends of the scarf, which you'll see at the end when I show you all of our cookies together. Now, this is just the materials that I'm suggesting, and I'm partially suggesting this because most of these ingredients, except for the fruit roll-ups, I often have around my house. You could do anything to make this look, including buying those little tubes of colored icing. You would only need maybe a couple to do this, and it would work perfectly fine.
What are you doing?
Showing your pretty face.
Ew. What? They're just so cute. I can't get over it.
Those are cute.
So how many of those are you gonna make? Everybody's gonna make one. And then I'm gonna take the rest of the cookies to the church and the kids there will make one. So you cannot eat them all. Alright, are you done? Yes. Okay. Yes, mommy.
So here's our collection of finished snowmen. You'll see they all look unique and different. Each person in my family made one, and not one looks the same, even though we use the same ingredients for all of these. It's really super fun, and you can't go wrong no matter how you decorate these. So that's it. That's how we make our melted snowman cookies. So I hope this week you will get out there and do something sweet for your neighbors. Maybe even give them some melted snowman cookies, maybe even a little jar of soup to go with it. I hope you have a great time doing this. I know my family had fun. Grown-ups, teenagers, doesn't matter. They all had a good time doing it, so I know your little ones will too. Have a wonderful time together. Be creative. Have a great sweet treat, and don't forget, love your neighbor. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.